Welcome back, y'all. Today we're going to talk about Lina, aka Linadoesnails. She's the new nail tech and dress to impress that almost everyone hates. There's been a bunch of tweets of people boycotting Lina and wanting her gone. This tweet says, "Lina, who the heck? Bring back Lana. DTI lore is crazy." This other tweet says, "Lina messed up my nails. Do we really need her? Hashtag free Lana." And this last one says, "The most hated woman in 2024 right now," and it's a picture of Lina. Which I'm not gonna lie, y'all, she high-key ate that headshot up. While there is a lot of hate towards Lina being spread around, I've also seen people supporting Lina and how they like her better than Lana. I found a tweet of someone saying, "What if I said I like Lina more than Lana?" And someone responded saying, "No girl," with a picture of Taylor Swift and it says "Speak never." But with all this discussion, DTI players are wondering who really is Lina. When the update first came out, Lana was locked in a cage and we hadn't met Lina yet. But after the recent questionnaire that was held on August 31st, Lina is officially in the game doing nails. The goal of today's video is to discuss new evidence found about Lina and try to figure out why she came in the first place. But before we start, I just want to say thank you everyone for helping me reach 10k subscribers. I never imagined this channel would get this far and I'm grateful for every single one of you. I hope I can continue to make amazing and entertaining videos for y'all. With that being said, let's revisit the questionnaire meeting. During the Fortress meeting, Agamemnon officially announced that Lina would temporarily replace Lana as a dress to impress nail tech. If you have no clue who Agamemnon is or you don't know anything about the Lana lore, I suggest checking out my previous video to hear a summary on everything and get caught up. Now, Agamemnon wouldn't go super into detail as to why this change needed to occur, but he did provide some ominous clues.
To make a long story short, we've eliminated the doppelganger at Lana's old desk. I brought you all here to discuss who we plan to replace Lana with. It's a project I've been working on for a while and one that is just temporary. Our Lana, the one we all know, doesn't feel well right now. Lana's soul is weak. We can't implant a replacement for her just yet. Lina is our only hope.
These are the statements that have people questioning Lina's arrival and why she's really here. During the meeting, Lana arrives to show Lina's support, or at least that's what Agamemnon wants you to think. Players were quick to notice the strange way Lana was speaking in the questionnaire.
"I know you don't. We must support Lina. Please support Lina. Please be careful. Please allow Lina to lead the army. She will be better than me. It was not my choice. Please support Lina. Goodbye for now. I'm so sorry."
Now that we've heard all these statements, let's start breaking down everything that Agamemnon said. Agamemnon finally confessed that the Lana we previously saw doing nails was not the original Lana, but a doppelganger. He states that Lana's replacement is a project he has been working on for a while, which to me, it basically confirms that Lina isn't real. He emphasizes that Lina is temporary. That makes me think Lina is going to be sacrificed. He also says our Lana, the one we all know, doesn't feel well right now, which I find it odd how he phrase that, especially considering that people didn't officially know that the Lana recently doing nails wasn't real. Is he referring to the Lana with a missing eye, or is he referring to the one locked in a cage? People believe the original Lana is the one locked in the cage since she's wearing a skirt and her cell says Lana number 001. So does this mean the Lana in the meeting is also a doppel? I'm going to get into the two Lanas later in this video, so put a pin in that. Don't forget what I said. Okay. Anyways, the last important statement Agamemnon makes is, Lana's soul is weak. We can't implant a replacement for her just yet. Lina is our only hope. This basically explains how doppels work in Lana lore. Anytime Agamemnon makes a new Lana, a piece of her soul is put into it and the original soul weakens. Eventually, Lana's soul will be completely gone. Or will it? He said they can't implant a replacement just yet, so I wonder if this means Lana's soul can gain strength somehow. Or if he's saving her last bit of soul for something major and he can't risk using it to create another doppel. Now, the reason Agamemnon creates doppelgangers of Lana is so he can use her body parts to make himself stronger and powerful. So did he create Lina for the same reason? Or does she serve a higher purpose than what he leads us to believe? Moving on to Lana's statements. Players pointed out how her sentences kept breaking up, almost as if she's being mind controlled and saying things against her will. It seemed like she was trying to warn us about Lina or maybe about Agamemnon, but she wasn't allowed to speak her truth. At the end, she just kept on apologizing to everyone. But was she apologizing because she could no longer be a nail tech, or is it because she knows something bad is about to happen to everyone? As for Lina's statements, she's basically just told everyone to square up, but nothing super important. Now that we're done with the questionnaire, I want to talk about the thing I told y'all to put a pin in, because I think it will help us understand exactly who Lina is. As many players have pointed out, the original Lana would wear a skirt while the doppel wore pants. See, me personally, I thought she was changing the fit up a bit, you know? Maybe she got tired of wearing skirts, maybe she got cold. But everything that happens in the Lana lore is for a reason. With the recent elimination of Lana's doppel, I decided to check the second Lana's profile, which I will call X Lana to avoid confusion. This is the profile you would find if you type the user ID found in one of the diary entries into the Roblox search bar. Originally, this Lana had a white shirt, skirt, nails, and no shoes.
Put those grippers away!
Now when you look at her avatar, her head is gone and she's wearing all black. And her bio says, "Don't trust Lina." Now here's where I found something crazy. This Lana is friends with Linadoesnails, but not the Lina we met during the questionnaire. This Lina is named 71983294888X Lina, which I'll just call her X Lina for short. This is the same code that is shown in the newest diary entry. So here's what I noticed. Both X Lana and X Lina have diary entries that are somewhat similar. When we first find out about X Lana, the diary entry that goes with it says, "That isn't me," and it basically states that the Lana at the desk isn't real. Now in the latest diary entry, Lina just straight up says that all the previous journal entries are deceptions and to please trust her, which is crazy for her to say considering X Lina and X Lana are friends on Roblox. However, X Lana did say not to trust Lina in her bio, but she might be talking about the Lina we saw at the meeting. And just a side note, the other Lana's profile named Linadoesnails is not friends with Linadoesnails, and it shows Saddad and Lina's salons as enemies. Does this mean X Lana and X Lina are the originals or are they doppels? Honestly, I don't know. I'm just trying my best. Now before we get into the Lina evidence breakdown, I want to talk about Linadoesnails' missing eye, because I think I made a connection. If it's been said before, sorry, I just put two and two together while making this video. Throughout the Lana lore, players have noticed that there's hints of Greek mythology scattered around. In Greek mythology, the name Agamemnon belonged to the king of Mycenae, who commanded during the Trojan War. There's a lot to this myth, but there's one character in this story that I want to shed light on. Princess Cassandra, the daughter of King Priam of Troy, who was enslaved by Agamemnon. She was a prophetess, which means she was able to foretell future events. However, she was cursed by Apollo after rejecting him. The curse made it to where nobody would ever believe her predictions, which inevitably led to her and Agamemnon's death. You're probably like, girl, why did you bring this up? This makes no sense. Stay with me, y'all. I promise I'm getting there. Anyways, moving on to Norse mythology. The all-powerful god Odin is missing his right eye. The reason for this is that Odin sacrificed his eye in order to gain divine wisdom from the god Mimir. Now let's piece all this information together. Lana is missing her right eye, or at least that's what we assume since she's wearing an eye patch. Unless she's like Kakashi Sensei and she has that Sharingan eye. During the earlier questionnaires that happened this year, Lana refused to explain why she was wearing an eye patch.
"I must cover my eye. I will not be disclosing why. I cannot talk about my eye patch.
She also said something really weird.
And I have seen things with all two of my eyes."
I think the third eye is probably referring to her being able to see into the future. Maybe she's like Odin and she sacrificed her right eye in order to gain knowledge beyond that of a mortal. She could also be like Princess Cassandra, who can see into the future but is cursed. But instead of her curse being that nobody believes her, is that she can't tell anyone her predictions. This might be why she's always saying she can't tell us anything, and why during the recent questionnaire, when she tried warning us, she was not able to. There's something keeping her from speaking. I'm not sure if she was cursed or this was the trade-off for her gaining the power to see into the future. But members of the Saddad group previously stated that Lana was acting weird. So she wasn't always like this. She just recently got brainwashed or is being controlled. It could be Agamemnon's doing or the creature's doing. One last thing I want to show y'all that Lana said is this.
"I have something to tell you all.
It's me running the awakening."
This could be Lana speaking or whatever's controlling her speaking through her, but I don't really know. Now that we're done with that part, let's get into the Lina evidence and figure out if she's truly a threat or is she actually innocent in all this. Let's start off with these comments in the Lina's salon group. They look super random until you look at the first letter of each sentence. I found this tweet by Dramatica showing that when you put all the letters together, it spells Lina isn't real. Also, a Twitter user named Muddy Morrow translated the Morse code found in Lina's bio, which says, "Hello, it is Lina, Lana's doppelganger." If you look at one of Lana's recent bios, it says, "Everything started to change when I realized remnants of me resided in her. I do not host anything as a surprise surprise, everything is announced. Now let's talk about one of the writings found on the wall of the dungeon where Lana number 001 is locked in. The writing says, aim your bow and get rid of the facades,
Abfallschorle.
which refers to the apple shot. There's a lot of apple shot stories, but the one I've seen referenced the most is the folklore of William Tell. Basically, the story is about a tyrant who wants everyone to bow for him all the time. One day, a marksman named William Tell and his son come into town. The tyrant told him to bow, but William refused. The tyrant said he could avoid going to jail if he shot an apple off his own son's head. William said bet and shot the apple off his son's head, and they went free. I don't know which character Lina or Lana play in this story, but maybe the portraits in the Shenanigans gallery can give us an answer.
Girl, it's pronounced Saningen. Like, hello? Are you okay?
The first one is Lana, the one who tells the truth, the one you should trust. The second one is Lana, the real one, the one that isn't in the chair. The third one is Vessel, you'll meet her soon. And finally, Apple, one innocent, pure, and serene. It's possible the Vessel portrait is referring to Lina since she's the one we just met. Editing me here. So earlier we mentioned how Lana's bio says, I do not host anything as a surprise, everything is announced. I feel like this is Lana letting us know that she already hinted at Lina's arrival, considering that there's a portrait in the Shenanigans gallery that says you'll meet her soon.
Again, girl? Get it together.
So to me, this proves that Lana with the missing eye can see into the future. I also saw a comment on my previous video from Caitlin that said, if you go to Lina's friends, there's a person named Serene Makes Clothes. I looked her up and in her bio it says, I only wanted to help. We just talked about the portrait named Apple, which says once innocent, pure, and serene. So yeah, I think Serene is the apple. Just wanted to add that in there. Okay, back to the video. So maybe Lina plays the boy who had the apple on his head and
Serene
is the apple. While in the gallery, I also found a big portrait that had 3 of Lana's portraits hung on it. And in the back, there was one more portrait. A portrait of the monster Lana sees in her dreams. What if that's the Lana with the weak soul? And that's why she looks so dead. I keep seeing the monster image and Lana's picture together, even in the fortress. So I wonder if the theory is that the monster in Lana's dream is the original Lana. I said that in my previous video, but now I'm starting to believe it a little more. But that's just a theory. This story has so many moving parts and small details that it can be easy to forget or miss certain information, especially when a new update drops. I'm trying to keep up, but sometimes I literally have no clue what to even think anymore, which I'm sure that's what the devs want. That way when the Halloween update releases, we'll be surprised and invested. I have no clue if the Halloween update will bring the lore to an end or just the end of chapter 2. Who knows how long this will go for. I personally don't like or dislike Lina. She seems funny, but I do miss Lana. Justice for my girl. All she wanted to do was pay off her medical debt and make cute nails for girls and girls. Anyways, I've been yapping long enough. Hopefully it wasn't super confusing. Thank you again everyone for watching and supporting. Okay, love you guys. Bye. See you later. Bye. Okay, bye.